you guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel. Well, all smiles over here. I am Will Sanja, just like asking a question. Will Sanja help me keep a smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm gonna try not to keep it long, but y'all already know. If it gets good, I'm gonna keep on talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to go to negative. Today is, it is and was necessary. But before I get to running my mouth, let's go and do what? Shake up this manifestation jar, and then we're gonna talk about it, okay? Let's see. And I pulled out 2 or 3, and the first one says what? Spiritual growth, which is what? Spiritual discovery, and we'll take that all day long. And last but not least is what? Get a raise. Congratulations. Listen, it is and was necessary. What am I talking about? That trial, tribulation, hardship, or that thing that you went through or are going through right now that seems so overwhelming, it is and was necessary. Why? Because look where you are. Look where you are. And if you're in that thing right now, guess what? You're going to be somewhere and it's going to look so great. What am I talking about? Listen, I can only tell you from based on my experiences. I can remember going through or growing through certain things, right? And I'll go, you know what? They did me wrong. They falsely accused me, or they did that. They weren't honest, and they were, you know, I was just going down the line of what happened, right? And I was so focused on what had happened and was focused on that nobody ever apologized or nobody ever acknowledged that they were wrong. And I kept thinking about how nobody actually came out with the truth and said, hey, listen, this is what I did. This is what I said. I apologize for it. Can we just move on, right? And so I just kept replaying all of that in my head. And what happened was that I was so focused on what they did not do concerning the situation towards me that I took my eyes off of where I was, how much I had grown. And when I took my eyes off of that, I would have days where I would be happy. Then I would have days that if something triggered a memory of what happened, then I'll be slumped for that day. Or I'll have like, you know, anxiety for that day. Or I have, you know, I just be uncomfortable, which means what? I'm not all the way aligned and connected. Why? Because I was into my feelings, into my emotions, which means what? My mind, body, and ego was at play, and my mind started showing me and playing back what was happening. Just playing that movie back over and over and over and over. Plenty of movies, okay? Let's just say that. And so one day, I had that trigger again, right? And I was like, God, I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of always having this playback in my head of what they did or what they said and how they didn't apologize and how they didn't admit to that did something wrong, and they didn't, you know, try to reason. They didn't do what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? And so God said, listen, that was all necessary. The crushing was necessary. And what he showed me was a diamond. And he said, in order to get a diamond, the stone has to be under pressure, under a lot of pressure, under a lot of pressure, under a lot of pressure. And I was like, I get that, God. But it still seemed like after I've had the pressure and have become a diamond, I'm still experiencing this stuff. And then God said, you know what? You have all types of diamonds. He said the most expensive diamonds are those diamonds that have certain cuts about them. They're like cut, like super, like just intricate. You look at it and say, dog, look at the cut on that diamond. Look at that. And then when the sun shines on it, it sparkles everywhere. And that's what God revealed to me, that not only me, but you guys, we're all like diamonds. The crushing is necessary to what? Bring out what we are and who we are. And even after us becoming diamonds, we will still experience life experiences like trials and tribulations to cut up on us. And it's a forever cutting, okay? Why? Because God is bringing us into what he sees us to totally be. And that's a what? Forever growing process. And then when I heard that and I understood it, I got super duper excited. Why? Because I understood, man, I am a unique diamond. I am such a unique diamond. And that's why people who get upset with you and with me and don't like you and don't like me. Why? Because you shining, you sparkling from all angles. Why? Because you got so many cuts about you from your life experience, from things that you have learned, from that spiritual growth, spiritual discovery. You got so many unique cuts on your diamond. And that's a blessing. And when I heard it from that angle, oh my goodness, I started saying, God, I'm so grateful. Then I started praying for the people that caused all the cuts. I said, thank y'all for all the cuts y'all gave me. Because your girl over here blinging. You blinging. You blinging. You blinging from all those cuts. So don't dwell on that crushing or that pressure of the trial, tribulation, hardship, drama that you have experienced or may be experiencing. It may be that way. Maybe your wife cheated on you, or your husband cheated on you, or somebody fired you, or what? Somebody broke up with you. It may be something that happened in your life, and you keep dwelling on it. Every time you get a few years past it, something will trigger that memory, and then your mind, body, and ego will dive in your emotions and your feelings, and you back to square one, feeling lonely, feeling unworthy, feeling like a fool, feeling like, hey, listen, they did me wrong. Today's the day for you to understand that you are uniquely designed. You are a precious diamond that have so many unique cuts about it, that when God shines His light upon you, you shine from every single angle. And what the mind, body, and ego wants is for you to what? Not be able to see your shine. That's what a distraction is. It wants you to take your eyes off of how far and how much you have grown from all those cuts, to dive deep into the falsehood of the emotions. The situation has been over with. You've been experienced that. So why in the world would those emotions keep coming back? Why? To get you to stop seeing who God sees you as that unique diamond with so many cuts. And like I said, you're gonna get some more cuts. It's gonna be some other people come in your life. It's gonna be some other things that transpire. But look at it that your diamond is getting cut some more. And it doesn't mean that you'll be cut down to be a small diamond. No, you'll forever stay big. You will in God's eyes. You just have multiple cuts. And if you want to shine bright, if you want God to take you far in where He sees you, you have to endure the cuts. You hear people say, oh, I want my diamond, I want to have this many cuts. I want to have this, I want this shape. You have that. You're precious. So don't dwell on the what happened, okay? Or what's happening. Because if it's happening right now, after this thing is over, you're going to have another angle about you that shines bright. In other words, you're going to learn something new about yourself, have a different discovery about yourself. And that discovery is going to catapult you to the next level, to where you're getting more good goods and yum yums. And people that cut you and things that cut you, they're going to look back and wonder, how in the world she's shining brighter? It's because you gave me some more cuts. So I have more angles, which means what? I'm able to shine in other areas in my life. Y'all get this thing? I hope so. I hope you're getting it the way I got it. Because when God explained that to me, y'all, I was fine. No more problems. If somebody mentioned their name or mentioned this or mentioned that, I'm like, oh, whatever. I'm shining bright. Thanks to them. I appreciate you. I thank y'all for that. I really do. I really do. And you have to look at that. A lot of times people, like I told you, people do things to you because they don't like what they see. And sometimes what they see, you don't see it yet. And I told y'all that before. Sometimes people can see your future before you can. And sometimes they can see your future in your smile. Sometimes they can see your future in the way you walk. They can see your future in the way you talk. They can see your future in your demeanor. And you just said, well, this is just how I am. But they see more than what you see. They can actually see the remnants of what God knows to be true about you. And so when people come at you hard, if they're falsely accusing you, or if they're trying to discriminate who you are, or as far as demise your integrity, trying to get people to think something about you, don't worry about that. They're about to create some more angles in your shine. They're about to give you some extra cuts. And when I tell you they're gonna open doors for you, they are. That's what's happening. Because when you get the cut on the diamond, it's a different angle. An angle that you ain't never had before, which means what? That's a door opening that would have never opened if they hadn't did what they did, or if they hadn't said what they said. So embrace what happened. And then you'll be able to see who you are. see how much you've grown. That's what we started out with talking about. That situation tries to get you not to see how far you've grown, the knowledge that you know right now because of what happened. Embrace your cuts, because you're a diamond and you shine from many angles. And don't dim that shine by keep revisiting what they did and what they said. That doesn't matter. What matters is that they created a different angle for you. And it was to help you birth forth something that God always knew about you. I hope y'all got this thing. But if you didn't, rewind and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have the mask of smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Remember, it is and was necessary. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.